Hello, Lovely Notebooks lady here, and I'm coming to you today to do reviews on some craft magazines and to also let you know which ones I like, which ones I kind of get ideas from, and where I basically get my inspiration from as well. So the first one I want to go through with you is called Craft Seller. You see that there, Craft Seller, and I absolutely love this magazine. Every time it comes every month, I'm like, oh wow, I've got my magazine. I love this magazine because it's got so many stories on people that are doing crafts, and they've set up craft businesses, and there's craft fairs, and there's all sorts of stuff in there to inspire you. They've also got in it things that you can actually make. So they've got patterns in there for you to make. This is sort of like a craft where you can make these kind of knitted owls, you know. So if you're into knitting, you can make those little crafts there. And they've got like just inspirational stories like Diary of a Craft Mum. So there's probably loads of women out there, mothers out there, that, you know, would like to set up a craft business. This lady's actually done it for herself, and she's actually made it into a business. I mean, she's doing it while she was pregnant. You know, she's up on there on her ladder doing the painting while she's actually running a craft business. So it is doable. It is something that you can get into. But I really do like Craft Seller, and it comes out every month. I can't remember how much I subscribe to it for, unfortunately, but if you just go on their website, I'll probably put the links all below, where you can actually subscribe to Craft Seller. But I get a lot of inspiration from this magazine. The next one I want to kind of go through with you is Craft Business. Craft Business here. Now, this one again, very good. It's more like what it says, business. So it's more kind of business orientated. There's a lot of stuff in here to do with actual business owners that run or have a craft shop or organization already going. There's actually stuff on here on awards, people that have won awards and things. There's actually craft organizations that are advertising their businesses, where you can actually buy beads and I don't know, knitting stuff and all sorts of things. There's advertisements on shows like craft shows where you could potentially go and pitch a stall, an exhibition where you can actually become an exhibitor. This one I think is a Christmas trade show, and they were putting one up in, I think, where is it from? Oh, I can't tell from here, but it's a big paper world exhibition where you can actually trade. But yeah, it's definitely another one I would go for. This is, like I said, this one's more sort of business orientated, so none of the fluff and kind of fancy stuff Craft Seller has, but it's still very essential to if you want to run a craft business. The next one, I don't think it's more glossy. This one's not very crafty, but I do actually like this magazine because it's kind of like my little guilty pleasure. It's Look magazine. Yeah, so it's so not crafty at all, but there's times the only thing I do love about this is that there's times when they have a feature, and it's always like a look feature for the week. I don't know what this one's about, but they always have an inspirational story about a lady or guy or whoever that's been doing stuff. They started a business in either fashion or in a craft or online as a blog or whatever, and they basically just started it from home. And that's the reason why I love Look magazine. Apart from the fashion, I love the fashion, but I like reading the actual features that come out every week. This one comes out weekly, so but yeah, they've got all, like, you know, the latest fashion stuff and everything you know, what to wear, where to buy it from, etc. But yeah, I do kind of indulge in my weekly kind of enjoyment of fashion, because it's every girl's dream to have, you know, loads of clothes and shoes, etc. So that's Look. Over here in the UK, we actually get a free free magazines and newspapers, and one of our free ones is called The Stylist, and I love The Stylist. I really do love The Stylist. One thing I like about The Stylist is that every month and a half, they do sort of like events, and with The Stylist, they got The Stylist, it's called The Stylist Network, and you can go there and meet business owners, women in business, women that have set up businesses from home, and they've created and made a huge, you know, lucrative business out of it. So I love The Stylist magazine on that front. Also the fact that you can go and meet like-minded people within the industry, and ladies love all that kind of stuff. I managed to go to one of the Stylist Network's events, and I met a load of people. I met the lady from notonhighstreet.com. I don't know if anybody's heard of that website, but the lady on there, she started her business from home, and it's basically a marketplace where people can upload their crafts on the site, and she started notonhighstreet.com. So I've met her a few times, but this one event that I went to, it was about women that had invented a product, and they wanted to get it out to market. So I went to the event, and it was very successful. Met a lot of people, gave out business cards, etc. And that was that. So later on down the line, I had an email from one of the editors, and they sent an email saying, oh, does anybody have their business that they've started and it's grown and it's, you know, loads of things have happened. So I quickly emailed back, and I was just like, yes, I've started my business, I've done this and that, blah blah blah. Didn't hear much from them, so I just left it. And then I'd say about probably a month and a half later, I got an email back from one of the editors, and I was like, oh my god, fantastic. To cut a long story short, managed to cut a deal, managed to sort of like edge my way in, and I managed to get a feature in the actual Stylist magazine, which was this one here. So where is it from? The 25th of April 2012. So if you can see, that's me there. That's me and my, just a little description of me and my business and my notebooks there, just a picture from that. And yeah, so that was actually my feature, and I was so in love with it, and I was so proud of myself. The first time I ever had a feature in a magazine. So so yeah, from that one feature, I managed to get a lot of turnover in sales from that, and it's actually spurred me on to carry on going with this business. So I've managed to kind of go to more events, to more sort of like small shows, big shows, you know, just networking and stuff like that. And I also did another show. Again, local newspapers come and they talk to you. And there was this another sort of like, more like a community sort of event I went to, selling my books. And there was a local newspaper guy that came around, took my name and details and stuff like that. And where I live in South London, we have something called the South London Press. If I can get the front page here. Okay, don't worry. South London Press anyway. And they did a feature on me here. So there's me there. My books. Oops. That's me there. My books. So again, that was another feature that I managed to get hold of, and I was really pleased with it. So, and I've had quite a few others that I can't really show you now, but like I'm saying, it's all part of the whole process. You network, you give out business cards, you kind of just, you know, as you go on, you kind of get used to talking to people and telling them about yourself and about your business, and it just gets easier as you go along. But it is challenging because you have to keep that momentum going all the time. You have to keep on, you know, with with your goal, with your, you know, your drive. You have to keep it on all the time, which can be hard, which can be quite tiring at times, but you have to just keep on it. And as a mother myself, yes, I do feel like just pushing it aside and saying, oh, you know, I've had enough. But I kind of think to myself, no, this is what my end goal is. And I really do love the fact that I have got a craft that I can say that I've built from scratch. I will do an actual video on me and how I actually got started and where I've come from. But I don't think I've done anything like that. So I will kind of do a quick mini little vlog on myself and my business and how I got started, so that will be later on. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, maybe make a comment, and I'll try and do some video responses or something. Thank you very much. Have a good day.